Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're gonna go out dancing, and we're taking my Ninja 400 to get there. Now, before we get stuck into it, I just want to reiterate that this video is not for you if you're the kind of person who does not mind riding with no motorcycle protective gear aside from a helmet. This video would be much shorter if it was geared for you, but unfortunately I am the kind of guy that will always be wearing his protective gear when I'm out on my motorcycle. You will struggle to catch me without earplugs even. But the rest of you might be asking yourself the question, how on earth is this dude gonna go out dancing, get all sweaty while lugging around all his motorcycle gear? And I also had similar questions when I first started deciding whether it was viable or not to start dailying my motorcycle. But fear not, they were answered. I have now been doing this for a while, and I feel like I've got it down to a bit of an art. Everything's cozy, I've got a routine, and spoiler alert, it works, it's possible. Let's get to it. The first thing that I need when I'm going out for a night of dancing, and to be honest, when I'm making any of these trying to daily my bike videos, is a place to store all my gear at the destination. This goes for activities such as dancing, going to work, going out socializing, or if that's not the case, then I'll be heading to a venue that permits me to keep my gear on or around my immediate vicinity, like a restaurant or a cafe or something, where I don't have to take off my boots and worry about leaving my helmet and gear behind. I'm going to be honest, this is the key factor behind me trying to daily my bike. If these facilities weren't available, and they don't have to be fancy, they just literally have to be an area in which I can store all my stuff while I do my activity. But if that doesn't exist, then it just simply isn't viable for me. Namely because of the motorcycle helmet and the boots, which are quite annoying to carry around. The motorcycle jacket, the backpack, those are kind of items you can get away with, because, you know, even if you're not riding your bike, if you're doing something, you usually got a bag of stuff and a jacket to go along with it. Yeah, but this one's number one on the list, because pretty much any activity that I'm gonna do, if I plan to ride my bike there, I need these facilities available to me. Number two, riding jeans. Man, these things are lifesavers. I rode around for a few months with a pair of leather riding pants. That was well before I decided to make commuting a thing. That was when I thought I'd only be riding my bike like twice a month out in the hills. Man, that would have been really annoying, to the point where I probably wouldn't be dailying my bike if everywhere I went I had to change out of my leather pants into some normal pants, and also find a place to store my leather pants, because, you know, it's riding gear. It's not small and easily stored by any stretch of the imagination. You know, going to work, that would be shit. Going dancing, that would be shit. But because I got these riding jeans, it has become a very viable option for me. That being said, these pants have not been crash tested, thank goodness, but you just gotta hope that it can stack up to the protection offered by leather, and I'm fairly confident it will, because even though they are much lighter compared to the leather riding pants, if you compare them to any set of jeans, they're much sturdier, and of course it's got the hip and knee armor in it. That's another interesting point. Not many people ride with their hip and knee armor in, but I just figured I would, because I have it available, and these are a bit more of a slim fit pant, which means that the armor is actually kind of likely to stay in place if I come off. If your jeans are more of a relaxed cut, as is more of a traditional cut, then the armor may not be as useful, and you know, some people take it out because of that. But I've decided to keep mine in, and it does mean that it's not as comfortable to get mobile in. Dancing is hard work. You're sweating a lot by the end of it, so the armor does impede a little bit. But yeah, I keep it in, and I have no issues whatsoever. I will say it is a very, very sweaty affair dancing in these jeans. These jeans get put through so much abuse, man. They are what I wear to work. I dance in them, and they're pretty much worn almost daily. So they do get washed quite a bit, and they do get abused, but they've stood the test of time so far. Granted, it's only been like 6 months since I bought these, but really, really good investment so far, and it makes dancing and going to work quite viable. If I didn't have these riding jeans, if every single place I went to I had to change out of some leather riding pants into normal pants, I probably would not be dailying the bike in the capacity that I do now. Number 3 on the list, I use my Krieger backpack. This thing is amazing. The way it takes weight off your lower back and puts it on your chest and shoulders is pretty awesome. I kind of had this backpack from when I started properly dailying this bike, and to be honest, I'm scared to try it any other way now. This backpack is awesome. It is required because even if I'm going somewhere that requires me not to take a laptop or not to take anything extra on my person, I still do need to take my shoes, and for that reason the Krieger is pretty much always with me when I'm commuting on the bike. So in the Krieger goes the shoes and also the disc lock, which is, in my opinion, a pretty vital part of dailying your bike too. So the Krieger does an awesome job of carrying my shoes and my disc lock at the very least, but it also does a great job of carrying everything else I need, you know, for work. It's a laptop, it's lunch, it's chargers, pens. For dancing, I've got a towel in here and a water bottle, and it handles it perfectly well, like a true champ. And next up, we've got the disc lock, which I already mentioned. Yeah, nothing more to say on that. Just, it's a pretty essential part of dailying a bike. I pretty much ride this every day now, so it's a no-brainer to just get a disc lock for when I park up. And if you're carrying a backpack, which I often do for my shoes, you may as well just throw it in there. It's not really that much of an inconvenience. It is dense and heavy for its size, but you know, that's a good thing when you're looking at bike security. The coolest thing about commuting on your motorcycle is a commute becomes so much more than a commute. Every commute for me now is a fun occasion. Like, the ride there and back becomes an event on its own, and it's something I genuinely enjoy and look forward to. The novelty has not yet worn off, and I've been dailying this bike quite regularly. You know what else doesn't get old? Being able to park right in front of wherever it is you need to go and not have to worry about there being no parking or any parking fees. This is completely free, and we are lucky in Melbourne that this is legal. As long as you park, I think it's 1.5 meters away from the building, you're good to go, as long as you're not obstructing the footpath or pedestrians. But out here, man, it costs $16 per park, and that's if you can find one for your car. It's been just amazing being able to hop on my bike and ride straight up to the building. One of the coolest things about riding a bike, no doubt. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, get so awkward vlogging around people. Anyways, come on, man. Oh, bro, don't come back. No, I can't. Shit. Why am I so awkward? Alright, cool. Farewell, young man. Now I can freely speak. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. But let's go dance some bachata.
You say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang.